Herbie kept whiskey records in the town hall.
The earliest documented reference to a still for the production of whiskey anywhere in the world.
I forgot to take a picture of the record.
Do not worry. There's a picture on the SAR website. I'm sure you'll find it right there. Using the SAR tool, you search the word aquavitae, meaning water of life, which they use to describe whiskey. From the results, it will take us to the browse page, where on the left we can see a picture of the record, and on the right the transcription. Selecting these records, we can then go to the selected page, or we can export this as a PDF.
Why are the Aberdeen Borough records important? They are the city's own archival heritage that goes back to the Middle Ages. They've got so much to say about life, not just in medieval Aberdeen, but in medieval Scotland and in Northern Europe. And they're telling us about how a town tried to govern itself, the rules that it used to manage life within a bustling urban space. But it's telling us the names of the people who live there and the different kinds of jobs and activities that were carried out. These records have the ones that form the ARO are part of the city's UNESCO designated archives. So they have inclusion in the UNESCO UK Memory of the World Register, and they've had that since 2013. And that's a really important marker of the significance of this material. I think one of the wider aims of the Borough Records Project over the years has been about raising awareness beyond the academic world of the significance of this material.
Another thing I would add is just that there's something quite powerful about, you read these records. If you live in Aberdeen, you read these records. The same streets where you live now, the same places that you know, and just you're seeing people living their normal lives there. People weren't all knights fighting each other in the Middle Ages. There was a lot of people living normal lives in the same places that they live in now. So I think that's interesting and powerful about that.
A huge number of named individuals in the records are women, practicing business, doing engaged in trade and commercial transactions, and really significant in that regard as well.
To actually have that presented in the format of a website or a searchable database on that website that actually makes it easy for us and for others to use those materials on a regular basis, rather than having to basically depend on computing skills that we don't really have. This makes it available to us in a format. If we have something like that, we can both keeps it there, stored and publicly available, but also makes new tools to be able to quickly access those records and search across them, browse through them.
That's been a part of the kind of DNA of the Borough Records Project over time, has been engagement across different subjects.
Besides from providing whiskey recipes, you might ask yourself, what else can you do with SAR? Well, let me show you all the core features. Search Aberdeen Registers gives you full control of exactly how your query is compared to the historical records. Let's try the phrase option with increased spelling variants for some flexibility, but I'll sort by best match to see the most relevant result first. As you can see, the first result is an exact match, but as I scroll down, there are some variations of the sentence I asked for. SAR also lets you filter the results of your search. For example, I can search for all entries in volumes 4, 5 and 6 that are all written in Latin. As you can see, a wildcard search is done and all the correct entries which are only in Latin and of the selected volumes appear. Xquery gives researchers even more precise results to show meaningful and highly useful data other searches simply cannot compare to. Overwhelmed by all these fabulous search methods? Don't worry. The whole page provides a comprehensive user guide for the website with instructions and even example searches you can try out.
So, how useful do you think these records actually are, seeing as Latin is a dead language?
Dead language? What do you mean by that exactly?
Well, not very many people speak Latin.
Oh, I speak Latin. So what about it?
How many users actually use the SAR website?
Well, I mean, William and I use it every day.
So that's two.
Solid.
So do you think we'll be able to win the Inform Prize like the SAR team did in 2017?
Maybe.